The year is 2001. The Dreamcast dies. George Bush becomes president. Jay-Z drops the blueprint. A certain world event happens.
Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
Oh, and most importantly, I came out the womb. Yeah. Little do you know, life is gonna go downhill from here. But that's besides the point. We are talking about Dead or Alive 3 today. I remember as a little kid, I think this was like around like '04, '05. I definitely remember this is before the 360 came out. I was super little when I was over my uncle's house and he had this big old TV and his OG Xbox under there. That was one of the loudest televisions I ever heard in my life because this is one of those big 60-inch CRT TVs that had the good speakers in it. I'm seeing it say like, and that scared the mess out of me. However, this is one of those experiences that I'll never forget because this is one of those consoles that I think that has some sentimental value to me. The OG Xbox that he had a few games on it. It had Jet Set Radio with Sega GT in there, Soul Calibur 2, Midtown Madness 3, Lord of the Rings. I think it was like the Lord of the Rings. What was the based off the third movie? I don't know what it's called. And then there was Dead or Alive 3. Because the one thing I remember about Dead or Alive 3 as a kid was that Christie was on the cover. It was like the silver box that I had on. And guess what game I ended up playing that day? It was Sega GT because I was a car kid growing up. I mean, come on, this soundtrack is so good in this game. But I did end up playing DOA 3 also around that time too. And one of the things that captivated me as a little kid was two things. One, how good the graphics was at the time. Because the second follow-up to that question was that there was two stages in there that captivated my eye. The snow stage and that one ice stage that was in there, like the little ice shards and everything. That looked super cool. To also give you a summary of what Dead or Alive 3 is, it's pretty much your 3D fighting game at the time. Like your Virtua Fighters, your Tekkens, your Bloody Roars. But one of the main things that I like about Dead or Alive 3, similar to all the other ones that was coming out at the time, like Dead or Alive 2, later Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate, these games are super easy to get into. It's simple to understand because you only have like 4 buttons to understand. Your punch, your kick, your guards, and the important mechanic, holds. Because that allows you to counter hits and that allows you to parry a lot of stuff. Because that will end up coming in handy later on in the game. Also, there's this one characteristic that I always see with Dead or Alive. Specifically from like 2 to even like up to like 5. Is that due to how easy this game is, you kind of have to play on the hardest difficulty to make sure you get the most out of it. Like, throughout this entire gameplay that I'm shooting right now, I'm playing on very hard. This is low-key gonna end up biting me in the rear later. So who do we got in the roster? Alright, we got Kazumi, the Op, doggone Hitomi, we got Ken Fu, Tina, we got Leon, We got John Lee.
I still hate John Lee.
Newcomers like Christy. We got Hayate. We got your main homeboy Hayabusa. Homie Zach. We got Brad Wong, a newcomer. We got Bass. We got Bayman. We got Lee Fang. We got Helena. And most importantly, best girl. Yes, sir. Ayane, baby. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're going to be using Ayane for the rest of this playthrough. So, in Ayane's case, what is her story about in this game?
I gotta go kill my daddy! Wait, which one? Oh, I don't know. The one that's not on the registry?
Yeah, Dead or Alive lore gets crazy the deeper you look into it. Also, that guy, yeah, he's dead in this game. It's her other dad. Yeah, bro sold his soul to one of the evil corporations in this game, and now he turned evil. Now it's Ayane's job to pretty much put him down. It's sad, but it is what it is. Okay, first fight, Brad Wong, too easy. Second fight, Leon, too easy. Third fight, Kazumi, she was asking like, bruh, it's like, what is you doing? It's like, you gotta stay out of my business. This is like, Genra is my business. He tries to beat her up. I don't know what I was doing wrong in that one, but yeah, it only took a few tries. It was easy. Next, we got Christy. Too easy. Genfu. Too easy.
He needs some milk.
Now we got Hayate. Hayate said like, no, you stay out of this, Ayane. Let me do this. This is I find this is like, but Ayane said like, no, I gotta do this. You're not gonna understand why I'm doing this. So please let me do this. She fights him. Too easy. Now, here's the biggest problem of here. Genra himself, or what the game calls Omega.
父様。綾音の最後の孝行を。
I'm gonna be real with you. Whoever designed this boss fight, count your days. I hope your pillow at night is very warm. Because what was y'all thinking? Mind you, up until now, all the other previous fights wasn't even difficult. However, since this is the final boss, they want to say like, you know what? We're going to turn the difficulty to at least about 10x for some odd reason. Like the difficulty spike in this is just abhorrently sharp. And to make matters worse, the perspective you're fighting is already wonky. The camera's right behind you instead of the side of you. So now your controls are messed up. You want to know how long this fight took me to do? Usually the other ones was like only like less than a minute. This wasn't like, oh, it took like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes at worst. No, this took me an hour to beat at this difficulty because one, this dude, when it comes to long range attacks, it's hard to like block and defend yourself because now the perspective is all wonky. Number two, most people won't probably notice in the early end, but holds, it's going to save you. I didn't realize this until like 30 minutes in, where it said like, oh, I can actually like parry this stuff or more or less like dodge some of this stuff using holds. Like it makes you feel like you in a Dragon Ball film because how like you have to like dodge all of this stuff. Bro got too much of this. Okay, bro got to get. I think I got something with this. I think I got something.
Oh, come on, Mo. Come on. I'm almost there, bro. You got it, girl. Come on. I think I got something.
That was the only thing saving me. My goodness, this was just unnecessarily difficult. If they balance this out and not do what they currently did, it would have been a little bit more easier to deal with. It would have been a lot more funner, but now it was just unnecessarily difficult. But I got through it. As everything is said and done, Ayane completes her mission. Her father, unfortunately, has to be laid to rest. So, she ends up cremating him. Well, it's quite sad considering Genra did raise her when she was a little kid, and to an unfortunate turn of events that he did turn evil the way that he did. I mean, outside of like maybe Hayabusa, who actually took care of her too, who looked out for her, and a bit of Hayate too, she had to go through all this on her own. And to see this sad turn of events how it is, it's more or less, I guess you could say, bittersweet in a way. But like, she still has the fond memories that she had of her father, and at least it wasn't doggone Raido. Because we know that doggone Raido, oh no, that she would have turned out way worse than she did now. But yeah, that's the story of Ayane in DOA 5. Why I said DOA 5? DOA 3.